Gerwin Humanitarian Awards, my reaction at first was, but of course. When I first moved to Roslyn almost 20 years ago to become the senior rabbi at Temple Beth Shalom, Steve, a past president, took on the task to make sure that our transition was easy and as comfortable as possible. We had to move into a temporary home. Our permanent home would not be ready for a few months. We were sleeping on cots with borrowed furniture, much of it from the Seltzer home. They understood how our youngest, Michal, who's now married, was spending her first night in a new and strange place, her older brother and sister away at Camp Ramah, how that she might be having a difficult transition. So there were Steve and Sandy at our door with a big stuffed animal, knowing just what was needed and ready to help in any way they could. Over the years, like many of you, I have come to learn that this is what Steve and Sandy do best. Know what is needed and are ready to help and care in any way they can. Steve and Sandy care, and they care deeply, and that's why so many of us love them and are so eager to join in this celebration honoring them. The Seltzers and their family have always been involved in Jewish causes. Sandy has been active in Women's American Org, served in many positions on the local and regional level, including chapter president. Her involvement in Temple Beth Shalom included serving as president of our Temple PTA, member of our executive board. She was also bulletin editor for 7 years. I remember when Sandy served in the Israeli army for a month, painting trucks and checking ammunition through the Volunteers for Israel program. Her son also participated in this program. Steve is the founding partner of the law firm of Seltzer, Sussman, Haberman, and Heitner, LLP. He was also a senior partner of the accounting firm of Druckmann and Hill, CPAs. Steve has been president of Temple Beth Shalom. He still serves on our board of trustees and is president of our endowment fund. In the past, he has chaired the annual campaigns for the Jewish Theological Seminary, State of Israel Bonds, and UJA, where he and Sandy have been previously honored. Steve also served as president of this Fresh Meadows Country Club. Here at Fresh Meadows, Sandy originated the Off the Tee monthly bulletin and has been editor for the past 21 years. She's also chairman of Fresh Meadows' successful Babe Journal, supporting the American Cancer Society. Steve and Sandy have lived in Roslyn since 1967. They have 3 wonderful sons and some pretty special daughters-in-law and 11 incredible grandchildren. Their oldest son, Lev and Leah, live in Israel with their 5 children. Stuart and Danielle and their 3 children live in Mamaroneck, where Stuart has served for 3 years as co-chairman of the UJA Westchester campaign. Clifford and Jennifer live in Scarsdale with their 3 children, where Cliff served on the executive board and is currently a trustee of Temple Israel of White Plains. Do you see my point? The one we first learned from Avraham Avinu in this week's Torah portion? The one about how a few people can change the world. Steve and Sandy have changed the world, certainly our world, and they have changed it for the better. And they have passed down the tradition of tzedakah and love for Judaism to their children and their children's children, and so now continue that chain begun by Avraham Avinu. 4,000 years ago, one man changed the course of human history. This week's Torah portion teaches us that ours is a story of a small but passionate people who've always been blessed with a precious few, whose ability to imagine a better tomorrow and whose untiring dedication to make that vision come true have been responsible for all that we as a people have achieved. There is so much more that needs to be done, but tonight, for just a moment, we pause and give thanks for those precious few and for what has been accomplished thanks to their dedication. Tonight, we give thanks to Steve and Sandy Seltzer, to Dale and Carol and Barry. Tonight, we give thanks for UJA Federation and to all these remarkable people and what they have done to make our world a better place. It is now my privilege to present the 2014 Joseph Gerwin Humanitarian Award to Steve and Sandy Seltzer.